No tree has foolish branches to fight amongst each other. Um, that's a Navajo proverb. I wanted to share that today with my lovies. Welcome to Mama Beyond Sight, and I am your host, and my name is Sandra. Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone finds themselves in good health and always wearing a smile and have joy in your heart. Yes, sir, because life is short and life is meant to live, right? To the best of our ability. Yes. Um, so no tree has foolish branches to fight amongst each other. I want you guys to think outside the box, okay, with that. I want you to take off that thinking cap that they always tell us to put on, that conventional thinking cap. I feel is programmed, okay, for one way of thinking. And spirit and source. Let me look at this. Spirit and source has a different language, okay? And if we are to live our life to the fullest, complete our mission in this life, walk in purpose, we need to get out of that box, right? So it's unfortunate that today, that you see so many indifference and fights amongst family and cultures, lands, countries, spiritual um, communities, you know, and in every walk of life, doctors, etc., school teachers, you name them, you know. Everyone wants to be right. Everyone wants to be the keeper of the truth. And I'm not the keeper of the truth, but sources. And I rely on that guidance. Not to say suggestion from a friend or family member. We're not speaking about that. We're speaking about how the community. Let's take the community of the tarot card readers, healers, mayumberos, santeros, and the list could go on. Wicca, shamans, and that list could go on. Jehovah, uh, Christian, Baptists, Muslims, you know, everyone has the right guard. Everyone has, the right way of living, right? The Bible is open to interpretation, and so is everything else. But to what point do we go that we're fighting amongst each other to reach the same point, right? We all want to accomplish our purpose and reach that higher godly or source consciousness, right? So, my way might be a little different. Open your head, open your mind, you know, because together we could conquer, you know. Maybe I'll get something out of uh, the Buddha religion, you know, which again, I've studied many different religions, and they all end up in the same point. There's just a word or two different, and you know, many of these uh, cultures or religions say that they are the one. You know, they are the chosen one. We all are chosen. The sun shines for everyone, my lovies. You know, it doesn't just shine for one particular group of people. You know, so it's very foolish for us to fight amongst each other and break a branch, and we lose out because when that branch gets broken and torn away from the tree of knowledge, the tree of life, we uh, we lose a little bit. Yeah, we do. You know, there might have been something in that culture, that way of thinking, and that form. The source wanted us to see, right? Let's take, for example, the creation of the world, the creation of humans. I'm going to give you a few scenarios, so bear with me. It might be a little long, but okay. Let's take the traditional, right? The Big Bang theory, right? Where they say, I'm not a scientist or astrologer, but this is what I've learned. There was a blast, baba, and so on, so on, and we came out of um, some water that was filled with DNA or RNA or whatever it was in that water, and slowly but surely we found ourselves in on land, and we evolved, right? I'm just cutting it because it's long, but you can look it up. So that's one scenario. Then we got the other scenario that we came from the apes, you know, and they show graphics how as time went on, centuries went on, the ape evolved and became man. But we got to ask the question, where did that ape come from, right? And then there's those religion says as from the Bible that we was created, God created, Source created Adam from the dirt, from sand, and created woman from a rib of uh, of Adam. He created Eve, right? And from there, humans flourished. Then we have another scenario. Um, it's called Rishas. Some people take it as folk tales, but I wasn't there, so I can say 100%. But I believe in hearts and hearts. Um, so in the Rishas, and the Aruba religion, they believe that Source sent down um, some people, right? First, they were energy, let's say, and send them down to Earth, which he's called Obatala. Okay, he's the oldest Orisha, as far as that we know, and he came down, and they say he came down in a web of golden strings. The story's very interesting. I'm cutting it short. He came down with a chicken, and he came down with a cat. So he came down, and he found already that there was water in this land, which we call Yemaya. that lives in those waters, and Oba and Nahuatl. I'll remember the name in a minute. Anyway, Oloku. Okay, it's like the mother of the sea and the father of the sea. Well, he's not a man. Some people say he's a man, but he's a woman. Excuse me. Sorry. So he came down and he started and other orishas came down, and with each orisha he created our head, our head, our mind, our excuse me, anything that has to do with the head. That's the orisha Obatala. Okay, and then Ogun and many others uh, participated in this creation of a human being, right? They say that each point that we have, each bone, each joint, there's a orisha, okay, and each part of our fingers there's a orisha, um, our hair, our shoulders, our organs, okay. Um, there's a long version, but I don't have too much time. But you get what I'm saying, right? So he created the head, and then from clay, the rest of the orishas participated and created a human being, all right? And Oya came and she blew um, life into our nostrils, and we became, human. Then there's that. I like this one, but I don't know. Some people might get offended, and I don't mean to be offended. But my grandmother used to tell us the story of how creation started. She says that we came out of the water, right? And we were supposed to line up, and each one go back into the water to get the the source of life. So Caucasian people went in and they dipped themselves, and they came out, you know, glowing white. And then Asians went in there and got into the water and got a little bit yellowish. Uh, and only because the water, each time a group of people went in there, the water started diminishing. So then the Latin people, Spanish people, Europeans, Boricuas, etc., went in the water and they barely had enough, but they bathed in there, and you got some lighter than so. Then you got African Americans that by the time they got there, there wasn't too much water. There was only enough water for them to um, step in the water and put their palms in the water. Um, so I know it sounds crazy, but that's the story my grandmother used to tell us. But I've heard of that same story, but backwards. You know, that the black African Americans went in the water first, okay, and then the European land, etc., went in. So, and I'm sure there's many more stories like this. Maybe you have one you would like to share with us, and leave it in the comment. It'd be interesting. But I say all of these stories, short stories, to say, what is the purpose? I mean, not so much purpose. What is the message there? You know, who's right? Who has more power than the next one? Because Caucasians went in the water first. and the African Americans went last, um, or the people in the middle that got some water. No, I don't think so. The message is, you know, all of us have a path, you know, and neither path is wrong or right, you know. The path that's chosen or you chose, you know, is what it is. You know, we need to stop fighting amongst each other, and say who's right and who's wrong, and get to living, get to the purpose of this life. You know, we're missing out on so much when we keep focus on what we don't need to focus on. You know, it's like you know, to each his own. I respect every religion, every nationality, etc. But I go by source. I go by what my spirit tells me. You know, I don't diminish anyone else, but there's moments that you have to say, wait a minute, what's right and what's wrong? Does it matter what is right and wrong? If you are on your purpose, when you have self-awareness, you are awakened. When you have self-awareness, much of this doesn't matter, you know, because you're going straight forward. It's like saying someone left a video on Instagram, and they said that we are beacons. Empaths are beacons of light. We all are, you know, um, mediums, clairvoyant. We all are. We all have that light. Okay. Again, some of us is brighter than others only because it has not been worked on, or you choose not to work on it. But he said the empaths are more. Empaths, yeah, they kind of, because we feel um energy a little bit more clearer than the rest, but they all feel energy. They all do. you know a medium, a clairvoyant, and the list could go on. They all feel energy. This person said that when we shine our light, we only should shine the light for those that are shining bright. Oh my Lord Jesus. That's his interpretation, that's his understanding. But my understanding is, when you shine your light out into the world, you make sure your light shines bright and strong. We learn how to put boundaries around us, so we don't sponge up a lot of this negativity into our spirit, and make us sick. We learned this, but we still pull that one up that needs to be pulled. What's the sense of just pulling people that shine like a star? What's that sense? We have to pull everyone in. The one that's lost and broken, the one that really needs a pat on his back. Source doesn't neglect anybody because you don't have no money, or you're more educated than I. Source doesn't care about me. Source loves all of us, and my lovelies, so do I. Soon we're going to start winding up this year. And I might come back one more time and post a video. So, my lovelies, keep in mind that you are that shining star. And if you're not shining yet, we'll pull you up. Okay? We'll pull you up. There's plenty of people here on the community that will help you. Okay? So don't fret. I love you so much. Yes, I do. Yeah. Mama Beyonce, I am your host, and my name is Sandra. Be blessed and be well. Be good to yourself and others. Until the next time. Sorry. Come on. Let me get it right. Come on. Let's see those lips. I love you. Smooches later.